beautiful South Florida. There's a look at Hard Rock Stadium in Miami. Two clubs here, each looking to rebound from a Week 1 loss as we're underway on EA Sports. And they will be backed up deep. Trouble here as they're going to start this drive at the 6.
That return, it will not be on the postseason highlight reel. If you're the offensive coordinator, you just changed your play calling because you thought you might have some field to work with. Instead, now, you've got to call plays that won't make mistakes.
Only a couple for him there on the game's first play, and it's second down.
They did a really nice job there defensively. They strung the play out, didn't give him a cutback lane. On each play, you have guys what I call our BCR players. Guys are responsible for the bootleg, for the cutback, and for the reverse. They played that one perfectly.
And rode him right out of bounds. Here's Tagovailoa to throw. And he goes down. It's a sack. They get him back at his own 3-yard line. Multiple players combined for their team's first sack of the game. But just 2 plays in, and Charles already their first sack defensively.
Yeah, how about that? That didn't take long, did it? And now they look at 3rd down. And that's another time to try and go and get the quarterback, too.
On 3rd down, Achane. And some room to run now. And he is going to have the Dolphins first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion. Big conversion. They were backed up deep to start the drive, able to pick up the first.
So the goal is at least a first down here, right? Pick up a first down, give yourself some breathing room, and if you have to punt after that, maybe you've helped with field position and you've helped out your defense.
And avoided a 3-and-out on their opening drive. So the previous play, a big help, as now they'll have it 1st and 10 up at the 20. From the gun, it's Tua. And the Bills are going to get him as he goes down. Von Miller, he was the one getting in there, able to wreak his usual havoc.
There's a lot of discussion in the offseason about him having a big year and getting to the quarterback. They held him without a sack in Week 1, but how about here? Finally gets his first one of the season.
In the offseason, said he changed his diet, leaner, feels so good this year. Excited to see what type of a season he can have. And that'll fall incomplete. He was hit just as he let that go. And now it's 3rd down.
They'll put a check mark in the box where the defense coordinator was saying, how well can we stay with these receivers if we're in man coverage? Because he just did it on that one. Force the incompletion. That'll allow him to get bolder with his pass rush, won't it?
Absolutely. Frees up your guys elsewhere. And he'll be hit as he releases it, and that'll fall incomplete.
Well, if nothing else, they were able to pick up 1 first down on this drive and get it away from their own goal line, but not much happened after that, and it leads to a punting situation.
And the punter bailing on now as he sends this one away. And returning it, here's Hamler. That'll go as a punt of 42, 7 on the return. And the Bills are going to take over in great position here for the 1st and 10. High school ball at Miami Central. It's James Cook. And he's going to be brought down inside the 45 at the 43. From the 43, it's 2nd and 3. To throw, it's Allen. That's going to be caught. It's Palmer. And all the way inside the 15 before they drop it. That one covers 29 yards. First down.
Another nice play there. They've gotten down into the red zone in no time at all. That's what this offense can do when they get on a roll. And now they're set up for the 1st and 10.
From the 13 now, they work on 1st and 10. They'll try the middle with Cook. And here he'll get it down to the 7. He'll get a nice chunk there on the 1st down run, and it's 2nd and 4.
A quick burst there, and he nicely bit off a pretty decent gain.
4 yards to go on 2nd down from the 7. Again, it's Cook. And he's able to get it down to the 2-yard line. The 6 yards on the pickup, and it leaves him with a 1st and goal. A couple of nice carries back-to-back here, establishing the ground game a bit.
Yeah, these aren't bare-bones runs now. I mean, they're getting substantial yardage, the kind of yards you're looking for, right? Let's go ahead and use a cliche. Stay ahead of the change, right? 5 or more yards each time. That's what you're looking for in setting a tone and getting your offensive line going.
Good sign on the opening drive. To the air. Allen steps away. And he can't find anywhere to go with it. And it goes down. The sack there by Bradley Chubb.
That I'm struggling to understand a little bit. That close to the goal line, 1st down, run the football. If you want to throw it, throw some play action on 2nd down.
It's 2nd and goal, but now all the way back at the 14. Allen going to throw. And it's intercepted at the goal line. And the Dolphins will take over here at their own 12-yard line.
Well, Brandon, as they say in popular culture, this one's going to leave a mark because they can see the end zone, but it'll stay out of reach because of their error. All their offensive teammates have to give the quarterback right now, offer a little bit of encouragement because what's done is done. Let's get them next time out.
1st down Miami as they get set to start the drive. And they come into this one off the loss over the weekend, but you say if you're going to play a Thursday night game, this is the week to do it.
It certainly is, because you get right back out there, you don't have time to dwell on things, and well, your game plan is going to be a little more limited, but so is theirs. So that's when you just appeal to your top players. Guys, you make plays in this one, we out-execute them, we can walk away with a win.
From the 34 now, here's 1st and 10. Now Tua. He's got the hook up to Odell Beckham. And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield. It's another 1st down as this time they get an even 20.
And a good catch there by OBJ, and a 1st down for the Dolphins. He joined a loaded receiver room in Miami, and he's looking to make the most of it. Plenty of big games still available if they find him with the football.
So 1st and 10 now in Buffalo territory at the 46. On play action, here's Tua. Open man downfield is Hill. And they're going to be set up down around the 15-yard line. Over 30 yards there. And 1st downs on 3 consecutive plays now.
Well, my dad would say sometimes, I'm just scratching my head here trying to figure out what was going on there defensively. How did you lose him in the middle of the field? If you're going to lose a receiver, make sure it's someone on the short side of things, not deep downfield, that can hurt your defense.
And he'll be taken down as that will take us to the end of the 1st quarter of play. 2nd quarter from Miami. It's the Dolphins with the football as they are looking at a 2nd and 5 situation. Up the middle, Achane. And he's dropped just before the line to gain. 4-yard pickup leaves him with 3rd and 1.
Typically, we think it's the strong safeties that are better tacklers, especially closer to the line of scrimmage amidst traffic. But in this case, how about the free safety coming up and making the big-time play?
Heavy set out there on 3rd and 1. Here's Tua. He had him. He was open, but he couldn't get it to him. It's incomplete.
I like the calmness of how he played the ball here. No panic in his eyes as that throw arrived. Tracked it from the moment it left the quarterback's hand. And that's just where he needed to be to knock it away.
So 4th down, Tua departs, and on is Jason Sanders of the Dolphin field goal unit. The kick by Sanders is good, and the Dolphins will jump out to a 3-0 lead. So, Charles, they get to them with their first turnover of the game and then make it hurt a little bit extra with a field goal.
And anytime you get the ball up, what's the first thing the coach tells his defense? Don't let them score off of this. You've got to put out the fire. In fact, in 2021, that's what one NFL coach termed his defense, the firemen. Go out there, guys, and don't let them put some points on the board.
And they'll get him down inside the 30 at the 27. The Bills come to the line to start their next drive. They threw an interception the first time they had the football, only gave up 3 points off of that, so it shouldn't be a difficult hole to overcome.
It really shouldn't, as long as they're not listening to the chatter coming from the other side, because when you throw a pick, look, I know defensive backs, they have a tendency to be a little bit loud after they take one away, but they also have a tendency to gamble a little bit more, thinking they'll get a second one. Maybe they can take advantage of that with some double moves.
And he is swallowed up right at the line of scrimmage. They'll say no gain on the play there. Now it'll be 3rd down.
As usual, the hallmark of a good run defense, linebackers making plays near the line of scrimmage. Absolutely nowhere to run there.
They'll come up facing 3rd and 5. To throw. Able to find the open man. That's complete. And he'll be taken down, but not before he works it past the 50. Give him 18 on that one as the Bills are going to have a 1st down.
Would it be safe to say that as precise as routes are supposed to be run in the NFL, maybe they're not quite as precise in college ball?
That's accurate, yeah.
And I think we saw a college route in the NFL there. Just find the soft spot, find the dead zone, and find the 1st down. And that's what he just did. I think he's got to be careful not to force anything into coverage right there. There weren't really any throwing lanes. But the best part for him, he's got 2nd and 3rd down to fall back on.
2nd and 10. Working out of the shotgun. Here's Allen. And his throw is going to be incomplete.
The coverage keyed in on him since that last completion his way. He earned a little more attention on that route, and that made it a lot tougher to get a clean throw his way.
So back-to-back incompletions, and that has him staring at a 3rd and 10. And again, it's Allen. He had him man open, but he missed him. That is incomplete.
Well, how about the coverage we just saw break out on 3rd down? Dive defense, blanketed the field with extra defensive backs and speed, unable to find an open hole to complete that pass.
Here's the punter, Martin, out to kick it away. And now that'll kick out of bounds, and this is going to be spotted back at their own 30. Oh, man. The Dolphins at the line, ready for their next drive. Now, early on, Charles, every game could be called a measuring stick game, but I think when it comes within your division like this, it's a measuring stick game with a little extra intrigue.
I would agree with that totally, because all division games have a little extra to them. But I like where this game is situated, because at this stage of the season, it has that little extra juice, but at the same time, it's not a make or break if this were, let's say, week 15, 16, somewhere in that neighborhood.
Now it's 2nd and 10. Again, it's Achane. And he slips up past the 45 before being tackled. 45 yards rushing for him now on just 6 carries to this point. Defensively, they were in the 3-4. Solid run up the middle. What made it successful?
Well, what you have to do is control the nose guard, but sometimes you don't do it by blocking him. You do it by influencing him. Get him moving to one side or the other and hit him back on the opposite.
Getting this out to the flat, Mostert. And he'll take this from 147-yard line to the other. A gain of 6. The Dolphins had 0-1 in the year following the loss in the opener. And they were given a gift of 2 straight home games to start the campaign. Dropped one of them already. You have to figure a split of these two probably imperative.
And they did talk about that with us prior to the game, about how important it is to start the season 1-1, especially with 2 games at home. Because if you go 0-2, hard to make those up on the road as the season progresses. Anytime a ball is thrown in the middle of the field and is popped up in the air, I expect someone to catch it, doesn't matter whether it's offense or defense, because there's usually a great amount of bodies in that part of the field. In this case, no one came up with it.
Out of the gun on 3rd down, here's Tua. And they take him down. The Bills get to him. That's Gregory Rousseau getting in there to bring him down. Now the Bills are going to use the first of their timeouts. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this second quarter. Jake Bailey on now to punt here on 4th down. Oh, it's a wobbler here. And this will be covered up. Pretty good result. It'll be down at the 14-yard line. Buffalo offense ready to go for their next drive. And it's been a rocky start for them thus far. They had the turnover and then the punt on those first two drives.
So there is optimism because they've improved, right? The turnover, you just noted it.
Punt's better. The punt's better than the turnover.
The punt is better on the second one. Now they're hoping to turn it into first downs and hopefully points.
Good yardage as he rumbles for 24 and a first.
Good-looking run there by Cook as he picks up a first down. And he's established himself now as one of the best backs in the NFL, finishing in the top 5 in rushing last year for the first time in his career.
One play has him to the 37 here for first and 10. Cook up the gut. And a decent gain there as that takes us to the 2-minute warning. 8 yards on the pickup, and now they'll have some options on second and short. Inside give to Davis. And he'll be brought down just shy of midfield at the 49-yard line. They'll get 3 as the drive continues. It's a first down. And now they'll throw with Allen. Oh, and his early struggles continue. Here's another one intercepted. And they finally put an end to this return, but not before he's all the way down to the 37. You don't see this often. A quarterback of his caliber, 2 first-half interceptions.
It's absolutely surprising because it happens so rarely. You're searching for what reason, what's going on out there. It's not just maybe the defense is playing well. Is this horoscope ball? Is biorhythms? What is it?
You went horoscope on us, David.
Well, I was thinking maybe REM sleep was off. I'm trying to come up with something.
Anything, right? After the turnover, it's Tua. He completes it to Baker. Touchdown! Odell Beckham. His first touchdown here of the new campaign. And the Dolphins are able to strike quickly to add on to their lead. Great corner route there. Not only able to catch it, turn it upfield, and get into the end zone.
It usually involves a little bit of an extra move, doesn't it? You got to get them thinking that you're moving to the middle of the field and you're breaking away to that corner. Boy, that was well executed.
Now after the touchdown, ready to kick it away is Sanders. And a nice return sets him up pretty good here right at the 30-yard line. The Bills come to the line to start their next drive. Charles, we'll see what they can do here. Not a ton of time left, but enough certainly to get points out of this drive, and they need them right now because they're trailing.
Yeah, this is exactly why you practice a 2-minute drill all through camp and at least one practice each week before a game. A minute left, more than enough time to string a few completions together, reach the end zone, and then make that walk back to the locker room just a little more animated.
Second and 8 at the 32-yard line. Throwing now is Allen. Open man is Samuel, complete. A gain of 8 there on the play. And they'll be faced with a 3rd and inches. Now the Bills will use the second of their timeouts as they'll stop it with just over 40 seconds to go in the first half. Here's Allen to throw it. And that is incomplete.
It's going to be another frustrating end to a drive here. This offense, they've not been able to get anything going in this first half. And now it's going to be time to gather on the sideline and try to figure out what's going wrong. Who has an idea? Who has a plan? Time to implement it.
Allen will look to throw for it on fourth. That is caught. And he gets this to the other side of midfield across the 45 before going out. They only needed a few inches, but still some anxious moments there, but they do convert on fourth. I don't know if I agree with that. I guess they don't care if I agree with that. But, boy, you have to be surprised by that, right?
I definitely was surprised that they decided to go for it in this situation, but they must have either felt like they either had a great play call on or they're trying to show extreme confidence.
And his throw here is incomplete. So another incompletion there. He's hitting on fewer than half his pass attempts in this one, and that is not a winning formula.
Yes, let's make sure we give a little bit of credit to the defense here. They're giving him a lot to think about, a lot of different looks, and he seems a little bit confused trying to complete passes.
Now Allen again. He's got his man. That's the rookie from Florida State. And he'll go out of bounds after taking it a little further down inside the 40. Here's the seventh play of this drive. This is 3rd and 4. Now Allen. He's got his target. That's complete. And he is out of bounds, but not before he's inside the 30. 12 yards there as they keep this drive rolling. It's another first down.
Yeah, these are the types of plays they're going to need to hit on if they're going to get back into this game. It hasn't been the greatest of first half, but this is a nice throw here on 3rd down, and they keep the drive going.
Here's Allen. Nowhere to go here. He lost the football. And this is picked up by the Dolphins. And his guys are going to take over at the 39-yard line. The pocket collapsed around him. I know we talk about it a lot, but a QB has to have that sixth sense, doesn't it?
He really does, and I know of one team at one point was training their quarterback with that time frame, and anytime he didn't get rid of the ball within the right amount of time, they would blow a horn or blow a whistle to show him this is what that time is, just what you're talking about, training him to understand this is the amount you have, make sure the ball's gone. Didn't happen in this case.
Right back to Achane on 2nd down. And they'll get to him after a gain of 7 to the 47. And he's able to get most of what he needed on the carry there. 7 yards on the gain, and it's 3rd and 2 now. They'll run for it with Achane. And he's got the first down before being taken down at the 46. That's it for the first half. 2 more quarters to go. We'll have plenty more to see after the break. Welcome back. Halftime over. We are ready for quarter number 3. Alongside Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gordon. 10-0 is our score as we get started again on EA Sports. And a good effort on the return there. Gets him across the 30, up to the 33. Buffalo offense ready to go for their next drive. And they're down on the scoreboard. Sort of a sloppy first half. And Coach Davis, if you were in the locker room, what would the message have been?
I think I'd have to go with something you don't ordinarily go with in the NFL. That's like fire and brimstone. You've got to fire these guys up. Make them understand what's going on out there. They were so sloppy in the first half. Too many turnovers. Tighten things up. Maybe get in their face a little bit. Get in their grill. And then send them back out.
Up the middle, it's Cook. And able to break one tackle, but then quickly brought down for a nice little gain. This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on 3rd down. Here's Cook again. And he's got the first down as he's up to the 45-yard line. 63 yards rushing now on 8 carries for him so far.
On 3rd down, that's a good job of situational football and understanding where the first down marker was and getting there.
First down, here's the run with Cook. And no room that time, getting it to about the 46. Now 2nd and 9. Allen. Taking a shot for Samuel. And Allen going to be intercepted for the 3rd time. Picked off by Jalen Ramsey. And the Dolphins are going to have it here at their own 9-yard line.
And that has to be a little bit discouraging because after all their halftime talk, adjustments, and points of emphasis, their first drive ends with an interception. Absolutely aggravating if you're a head coach because you spent all that time, gone through every situation possible, and it still ends in a turnover.
First down Miami as they get set to start the drive. They got the ball now following a big play, keeping the other guys out of the end zone. Now they'll start deep in their own territory, 1st and 10. In for the sack, Deion Jones. This defense coming out after the half, and if that plays any indicator, Charles, maybe a little refreshed and refocused here for quarters 3 and 4.
Yeah, they did really well on that one. That's exactly what they need to keep doing if they want to change their fortunes in this game.
Pass protection has been a problem all night long as they come up facing 2nd and a bundle. And this throw incomplete. Well, the defender all over him that time, and it's going to lead to 3rd down.
And this drive is almost over before it began thanks to a great defensive effort. Sack on 1st down, followed by an incompletion. One more good rep, and they get off the field.
It's Tagovailoa from his own end zone. And he is going to go down for the 5th time tonight, and this one is going to be a safety.
At this point, I think it's a surprise when he isn't close to being sacked on a passing down. The amount of times he's hit the deck today, I think a lot of us are reading safety before they even took the snap. Simply a merciless pass rush every step of the game, and that rush earns a crowning achievement there.
So the shotgun snap to Allen. And for the 4th time tonight, it's an interception. Picked off by Jordan Collier. And this one will be returned to right around the 38-yard line. Charles, whatever's going on between his ears right now, it's just not completely calculated correctly. 7 picks between last week and this week after that one.
And they always say the most important part of a player is those 6 inches between the ears. But right now, it's all those interceptions that are going on. So whoever his trusted confidant is on the sidelines, I don't know if it's the offensive coordinator, the quarterback's coach, maybe the backup quarterback, that's who he needs to get with now and get himself calm.
Right back to Achane on 2nd down. And that one blown up quickly as he's going to be stopped before he could even get started. It'll be a loss of a full 3 yards there, and it also brings up 3rd down. Going to need a crafty play call here. 14 yards is what they need to try to convert this thing. Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. And the Bills are going to get him as he goes down. Von Miller able to drop in that time for his 2nd sack of the evening. I don't know what else can be said about this pass rush. They have been sensational. CD, that is now 6 sacks for them.
And how many times do we talk to offensive coordinators and they say a sack as a result of everyone on offense not doing their job? Well, let's be honest about this one. This is the offensive line unable to counter the pass rush. They've been teeing off all game long.
And that'll hit at the 5 and go into the end zone for a touchback. Bills come to the line to start their next drive. And, Charles, they're certainly still right in this game, but they need that offense to wake up and in a hurry.
Yeah, I like the way you put it. They certainly did seem to sleepwalk a bit in the first half. Now that their defense has done its job, it's their turn now to go out and try and get some points.
From the 22, here's 2nd and 8. Now Allen. Flushed out right. Overshot in there. It's out of bounds, incomplete.
His impatience has to be bubbling over, trying to find a way to get his team to the end zone for the first time. He did find a way to break contain and get outside to buy his receivers a little extra time, but the connection couldn't be made on that throw.
So the failure to connect on second down, that leaves him staring up here at a 3rd and 8. To the air, Allen. Throwing the out route, incomplete. That's Palmer. And he's got this almost to the 40 before going out. It's a pickup of 17 on that one, and a Bills first down.
And that's the kind of play this offense needs to maybe kick them into gear a little bit. They've been stuck in neutral much of the game. Perhaps that can give them a little bit of confidence that big plays are out there.
Throw left side on target to Thielen. And he'll cross over out of bounds right at the 25. Big yardage after the catch. That one winds up going for 36.
That's the kind of play this offense desperately needed. They've got to be saying, our defense has kept us in the ballgame. We're down, but we're certainly not out. And maybe that was the spark that they've been searching for.
To throw, it's Allen. Touchdown, Bills! Josh Palmer, his second touchdown on the season. And the Bills have come back to make it a 2-point game. Good start to the season for him. He had the touchdown last week in the opener and a second one in week 2 now.
How about the pace he's already established, right? Not sure he can keep it up for an entire season, but don't burst the bubble because he thinks that he can.
Do guys go into a season with a goal for touchdown scored or yardage? What do you think?
I think every single one of the guys who's going to touch the football, they all have those types of goals. They all have those types of thoughts. Then they just have to see how the season unfolds if they can stay with it.
Unfolding so far so good for him. So now Allen and the Bills going to stay out and go for 2. They'll give it to the fullback up the middle. And he's not going to get there. So they come up empty on the 2-point conversion. And they are unable to tie up this football game. After the touchdown pass to kick it away. The lane opens here. He's past the 30. And all in all, a pretty solid return. Nearly got it to the 35. They'll mark him down officially at the 34. The Dolphins at the line ready for their next drive. Their defense has done the job. Now it's the offense's turn as they've got it 1st and 10. And a hard-earned yard there as he ran through one would-be tackler. It's 2nd down.
No doubt about it. A really nice job there by the defense, not allowing him to get to the perimeter. But that means your defensive ends, your outside linebackers, the guys that you pay big money to sack the quarterback, they also have to have interest in the running game as well. And they did a nice job there holding the point of attack and not giving ground.
From the 35, here's a 2nd down and 9. Here's Tagovailoa to throw. That's out to Hill, right side complete. So the completion good for 6 yards. And now it's 3rd and 3.
One thing you're hoping for when you run drag routes, you're able to hit a receiver in stride and he can pick up a lot of yardage after the catch. But in this situation, the defense was effective, able to stop him before you get a good head of steam going.
Tua sets up to pass it. And they take him down. The Bills get to him. Multiple rushers break through to drop him for the 7th time this game. Offensively, they're going to have to figure this out before next week. 7 sacks in one game.
Yeah, that's more than any quarterback should have to bear. And if this continues on, there will be another quarterback in the game because no one can stand up to this week after week.
That'll go down as just a 20-yard punt. And the Bills will take over the football with a 1st and 10. And this will probably be the last play of the quarter. Allen going to throw. He's going to go for a big play downfield. And that is intercepted. Or was it? Wait, they'll say no. No interception. He did not keep the feet in bounds, apparently. So that's just going to be an incompletion. Back now in Miami. It's been a good one so far. Just a 2-point game here as we get set for quarter number 4. Here's 2nd and 10. Give to Cook out of the gun. And he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage. The offense on 3rd down tonight. They've converted 4 times out of 6. Not bad. This is 3rd and 11. Allen now looks to throw. That's complete to Palmer. Down the left sideline. And he is out of bounds, but not before he's inside the 30. A great pickup there, 35 yards, and obviously the first down to go along with it.
That could very well be a defining play in this game. A touchdown, that gives them the lead, and they took a major step towards getting there with that big play right there.
This offense hoping to avoid the 0-2 start. They trail, but they've got a 1st and 10 here. Operating from the gun, Allen. And he takes a shot on the release as this will be incomplete.
We've seen this quite a few times in this game. Offensive line unable to keep leverage, unable to keep people away, facing a lot of pressure. Fortunate just to get rid of it.
One of the reasons they're down is that inability, though, to stop the pressure. We saw another example of it there. From the gun, it's a give to Cook. Strong run, but still wrangled before reaching the 20. 4 yards the gain, and it'll bring up a 3rd down.
That 2nd down play call was not to pick up the 1st down. It was to accomplish what they did to get them into a manageable 3rd down because they had incompletion on 1st down, so they were behind the sticks, so to speak. They need to make up some ground, and they did.
Now a 3rd and 6. They run it again with Cook. And he picks up the first down yardage as he takes it down to the 16. 75 yards rushing for him now as he's carried it 13 times.
Brandon, this could be so demoralizing for a defense. They've got 2 opportunities to get off the field. They haven't gotten it done. So now your coordinator is going to call every blitz that he has, any type of exotic, something that they haven't seen before. And he's also telling the defensive lineman, don't worry about holding people up. Just get in gaps and try and make a big play.
And not only not getting off the field on 2 opportunities, clock continuing to run. Handoff comes to Cook. And he's brought down just outside of the 10 at the 11. 5 yards is the tally on 1st down. That brings up 2nd and 5. Now they'll switch it up here and look to throw. Swinging this out wide here for Cook. Touchdown! James Cook, an 11-yard touchdown. And the Bills have moved out in front here in the 4th quarter. Well, we know he has decent hands out of the backfield. That's the first time, Charles, they've targeted him in the passing game, and it pays dividends.
And I love the design, too, because they kept him in the backfield, made the defense think run first before they swung him out of there. And you're right, with his hands, they might want to throw it to him just a little bit more.
Extra point by Bass, up and good. And the lead is up to 5. After the touchdown, Bass to kick it away. Now a crease here as he's past the 30. And all in all, a pretty solid return. Nearly got it to the 35. They'll mark him down officially at the 34. First down Miami as they get set to start the drive. And now they'll look to answer working from behind. And remember, this offense has sputtered yet to score here in the second half. They'll need to change that here. 2 yards the loss, 2nd and 12.
Yeah, another negative play in an early down situation. This one to start the drive. You're putting a lot of pressure on your quarterback to bail you out when you're in 2nd and long yardage.
And the Bills are going to get him as he goes down. Call it a loss of 5, a big sack to bring up 3rd down.
And this dominant defensive performance continued on that play. This poor quarterback has not received the protection he needs and has had to pick himself up off the turf far too often.
Play action, now it's Tua. Oh, the ball comes out on the hit, but they'll say it's incomplete.
I'll tell you what, partner, after he ices down, he's going to be a nice long soak in a hot tub after this one. He's been under duress the entire game.
And once again, hit as he throws. Fortunate that one wound up incomplete. And here's a very low line drive, almost whiffed on it. So that'll be marked down as a 19-yard punt.
And it will be 1st and 10 as they take over.
Buffalo offense ready to go for their next drive. Right now clinging to a 1-score lead, Charles, and I think operating within that 4-minute offense with a little less than 4 minutes to go applies here, right?
It certainly does, and that means the playbook is still wide open. But you are a little bit more careful about what you're calling. You want plays, they're going to gain yardage, how would you say it, consistently, right? You don't need the big shots downfield, but make sure the clock continues to run. Pile up the 1st down. And the goal? End the game with your quarterback kneeling down at the end, and you still have the lead.
They'll try and wind down some clock with Cook. And just 1 yard here from the 49 to the 50.
And this is the worry because sometimes you get a little too predictable in spots like this. You know you're going to run the ball, but they know you're going to run the ball as well. And now you look up and you're staring at an important 3rd down.
One of the bigger plays in the game thus far, and the crowd getting into it as we come up on a big 3rd down. From midfield, here's Allen. Able to find the open man. That's complete. And he'll get this to the 30-yard line before crossing over out of bounds. He's been the go-to guy. They needed a big play there on 3rd down. Went his way. It worked out.
Doesn't matter whether they scouted it or that they think he's going to get the ball. He has a knack for finding his way open and completing the connection.
And not totally home free yet, but it's looking good as they come up 1st and 10. They run with Cook. He's been busy tonight. It'll be a minimum pickup, and it will take us to the 2-minute warning. Another run on 2nd down, trying to cover up. Down to the 25.
I like it. I like the call. Still an opportunity to run the football and chew up a little more time off the clock.
Here is 3rd and 5. From the pistol, they run it with Cook. And this will not be enough. On 3rd and 5, he only gets 3.
So where'd all that running room that he had in the 1st half go? Because it looks like it's drying up a little bit here. Someone made some adjustments, it appears, at least on this drive.
Now the Dolphins going to burn the first of their timeouts as they'll head to the sideline and talk over what to do next. And here's a big one now. Trying to hold this lead. They're going to go for it here on 4th down. To throw is Allen. And it's incomplete. They cannot convert, and they turn it over. The Bills' drive stalls out on 4th down, and the Dolphins' defense is able to hold.
This is 1st and 10.
All right, come on.
Tua. The drive starts with a run from Achane.
And he's going to get this one across the 30-yard line.
Partner, they're clearly saving those timeouts, but they still have to work with some urgency to put themselves in the right position.
Two timeouts still available in this final minute. It's 1st and 10 now.
Tua hit, and the ball is out. And now this ball picked up by the offense. But here in the final 2 minutes of the game, this will be blown dead. Only the fumbler can advance the football. So this will go back to the spot of the fumble itself. Now Tua. Oh, and that's going to sabotage their comeback plans. It is intercepted. Jair Elam makes it quick. And the return this time will go out to the 42-yard line. When you talk about making winning plays, that is a winning play at this stage of the game. To come up with that interception, huge.
I like how you identified that because most people think winning plays are the offense trying to get it done. In this case, nursing a lead, they found a way to make a play on that side of the ball and maybe finish things off.
The Bills on their way to victory now as they take the knee.
That second half, Charles, a little bit different from the first. Not only did we have the lead change after intermission, but they were able to pitch the shutout in the second half and get an impressive victory.
And what's the old expression? That's not quite how I saw it playing out in my head. You know they didn't expect this at all. As you mentioned, went into the half of the lead. Losing the game is one thing. Getting shut out in the second half, that's a surprise.
So for the Bills, it was a great all-around performance as they come out of this one with the victory. And they'll get a few extra days to get ready for next week. Meanwhile, for Miami, they'll drop to 0-2. And they'll be on the road next week as they get a date with the Seahawks in Seattle. And for Charles Davis and our entire crew here at EA Sports, I'm Brandon Gaudin saying so long, everybody.